Hi guys, welcome to Across the Tongue podcast. I'm Amber and this is Mariela, and Victor and Leilani are actually going to be behind the camera today. So today's episode we're going to be talking about online dating, and I also have a very big juicy story to tell you guys. So if you guys don't actually want to see our faces, we're actually on Spotify as well. So the link is in the description down below, so you guys can check it out. Now, without further ado, let's get this podcast started. Okay, so like I was saying, I have a big juicy story for you guys. I had a date. Well, I had a planned date. I was supposed to be going out with this guy from Tinder, and I got stood up twice in the same night. Okay, so this is what happened. So me and this guy had been talking for about like a cool week, and we really hit it off, and we were talking about Star Wars and things that we had in common, food that we like.
You thought it was meant to be, yeah.
Okay, maybe not that far. But yeah, so basically we hit it off. So I was like, you know what, this guy's pretty cool. And he's like, oh hey, so what are your plans for this weekend?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm not free Saturday, but I am free Sunday. So I was like, if you want to go out, we can go out. And he's like, okay, cool, we can go to a ramen place. And I was like, oh my god,
She loves me.
fucking ramen? We're gonna hit it off even more now. So I was just like, okay, cool, yeah. He's like, yeah, let's shoot for 8:30. I was like, sweet. So come the next day, I messaged him in the morning. I had work in the morning. So I messaged him in the morning, and I was like, oh hey, where's this place at? So then I go to work, and during my lunch break, I saw that all he said was, it's this really cute place by USC and has really nice decor. What the fuck?
Okay, but where?
Exactly. I just know it's by USC.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I still had to get back to work. It was really busy, so I didn't really have time to message him. So I also think that's kind of where I messed up. You'll find out in the story.
Yeah.
So then I come home and I message him. And I was like, okay, what's the address? To this place. No message. And it's already 6:30. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister helps me get dressed. She does my makeup. I was fucking looking good. Okay?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. You remember? You weren't there.
But I remember you being excited when you got off of work.
Oh, yeah. I was excited.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, yeah, I was like, I'm so excited. I'm going to go on this date. And, I looked really nice. But no message. And then I was like, shit. Did I just get stood up? So come, it's 8 o'clock. I'm already dressed and I'm ready to go.
Uh-huh.
And my sister was just like, fuck, he didn't just stand you up. He stood us up. Because she worked hard. She really did.
Okay.
She worked really hard. And then I messaged him at 8 o'clock and I was like, hey, are we still, going out at 8:30? Nothing. I didn't get no message. So I told my sister, I was like, you know what? I look nice. I'm not going to just fucking stay home. I'm going to go out. Let's go out. So we went to Korean barbecue. Fucking bomb, though. So we go to Korean barbecue. And then 9:30, an hour after, when we were supposed to go out, this guy decides to message me. And he's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to do our scheduled time. Can we reschedule? Or, if you're not busy, can you hang out tonight? And I was just like, what the fuck? An hour later? But, oh, also, he said, I'm sorry. But he was just like, oh, I'm sorry, but, I'm rarely on this app, and I don't get,
okay,
yeah, and he's like, I'm rarely on this app.
He didn't think you'd go through it, right?
Yeah, he doesn't think, I get, whatever. He was just like, oh, I'm rarely on this app, and it's even more rare for people to go through with same-day plans. And I was just like...
it was a joke?
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck, you think I was playing around? We already set up a time. So, I was just like, you know what? My sister was just like, Amber... Just go out for drinks. Who knows? He could be your best friend. You don't know. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? You're right. And she's like, you also didn't message him throughout the day when I was at work, and he doesn't know that I was busy. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let me just give this guy a second chance. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I was like, oh well. I told him, I was like, okay. I was like, well, if you want, we can go out for drinks. If you're not doing anything, I just finished eating. So I was like, you know what? It was 10 o'clock. I was like, no, yeah, it was 10 o'clock. I was like, I'm giving him until 10:30. if he doesn't message me, I am not going to go out with this guy ever. Mm-hmm. So come 10:30, because I was like, 30 minutes, find a bar, get dressed, whatever.
Yeah.
But what happened? Didn't message me until the next day when I was at work. And I have the message of what he said. Let me find it. So he's just like, oh, are you a beer drinker? I figure. He's like, you're close to downtown LA, so I'm going to have to show you one of my spots to make up for me neglecting to check my phone yesterday. What?
Neglecting to check his phone yesterday. People live off their phone. You're going to tell me you didn't notice a message?
Exactly, but he just said, like, oh, let's reschedule, and then just, like, ignored me. So I was just like, oh, so after that, I was just like, I unmatched him, I just screenshot that, and that was it. So that was a bad experience. Which led up to, I was actually telling this story. I actually have a tattoo that got done, and my tattoo artist heard me telling some of this story to Mariela.
Yes.
And he gave me the life lesson, the lesson of a lifetime. There we go. He gave me a lesson of a lifetime. Basically, what he was telling me was, I think the better way to put it was just basically, he's just like, whatever mindset you go on, like with Tinder, that's what you're going to find. Mm-hmm. So he asked me, because he was just like, oh, well, what are you looking for? And I was just like, oh, well, I don't really know. Like, friends, going out, like, I don't know. And he's just like, well, like, if you don't have, like, a good mentality going in, like, you're not going to find anything nice.
Basically, the mentality you bring in when you download the app and, like, you post or whatever, I think that's what you'll end up finding as well.
Yeah, that's
it's not all just, oh, you swipe left. Like, if you are looking to hook up, then, that's what you're trying to find, and that's what you will find. But
then also he was just like, also it's Tinder, like,
yeah, it is Tinder. So.
Like, you're just gonna find, like, people, mostly everyone on there is just to hook up. Yeah. So, like, you can't really find something that's, like, decent. Yeah. And what he told me is that he was just like, you know what, like, just meet someone, like the old-fashioned way. Like, I guess because where he was just saying, basically, he met his girlfriend at a Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. But he was saying that he met his girlfriend at a Taco Tuesday, and then later on, like, I guess, like, he saw her again, like, at the bar across the street, and then I guess he just went up to her and
they just hit it off after.
Yeah. But what he was saying about that story, though, is just, like, if you meet someone at a place that you go to a lot, or it's something that you like doing, you guys are going to have a better connection than you would meeting someone off of Tinder. Because, like, someone on Tinder can have, like, a facade, and that's not really who they are. Yeah. Where you meet someone, like, either in person, you get to see, like,
and who they're there with their friends. Like, you kind of get their vibe off of that. You can't get a vibe off a picture.
Exactly.
He could have been at that party for, like, 1 minute and took the picture and then, like, went back home, and they're just, like, the most boring person in the world.
Exactly. So, actually, after he, like, gave me this big speech, I was like, you know what? Like, you're right. Yeah. Like, I should just, like, try like, doing it the old-fashioned way.
Amber's no longer on Tinder.
So, I am no longer on Tinder.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, shucks. Just find me at a
Y'all
bar.
Missed out.
Just find me at a bar. I'm always at a bar. But basically, so I deleted it, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to just try and, like, find someone or just meet people at, like, doing,
the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. But just going out, like, wherever I go out to eat, wherever I go out to, like, study. That way, like, I have a better connection with someone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. But our normal co-host, Leilani, actually asked us some questions about online dating. Because she never actually got to experience it. So she doesn't really know. Since we're veterans of online dating, she had some questions for us. So, actually, one of her questions was, like, if we've been on a previous date, have we ever done anything, like, embarrassing? So, that question I'm going to ask you. Have you ever done anything embarrassing?
I don't think I've done anything embarrassing because I'm just a walking embarrassment. Like, I'm just awkward in general. Like, I don't mean to, but I'm just really awkward. I recently went on a date, and it was the most awkward thing in my life. And I tried really hard.
Wait, can I just say, I was there.
Yeah, she was there.
I was the spy.
She was. She was doing her homework.
I was doing homework.
Yeah. Okay, well, I tried my best not to be awkward. I'm not going to talk about what we talked about, but it was just towards the end when we were finally saying our goodbyes. He went in for a handshake, and I reached in my hand and we shook. Woo, cool. And then he says, "Oh, that was really awkward, right?" And I said, "Yeah, that was." And he's like, "High five then." So he reaches in for the high five. Keep your hand, and then he does this. And I'm just like, okay, fist pump then. And I was like, oh, yeah, that made it more awkward. And then we split ways. Yeah.
Party. So, I didn't get to see that, but I probably would have laughed.
Yeah.
So, what actually happened to me is that I actually went on a date, and you spied on that date.
Oh.
And Leilani, who's behind the camera, spied on that date.
Was she also there? Oh.
Yeah. So what happened is that
I know what story.
Yeah, I went to a boba place for a date, and I did the one thing I don't know how you fuck up, but I didn't order boba. I went, watched this guy order boba, and I didn't get anything.
Yeah, she stood there in line with him too.
I stood there in line with him. He got boba, and we walked out. Yeah. And I was like, I was just like, how did I fuck up?
Yeah, what was this? A boba date.
It was a boba date, and you don't get boba. So, after I was walking out, and I don't know, I just think it's because, I thought he was really cute.
He was.
Yeah. He was really cute, and then I was just, nervous, because it's just oh, you're meeting this person for, the first time. Mm-hmm. So, it's always just, nerve-wracking. You don't know, or, what to expect, and you're also trying not to fuck up, but that's when you fuck up. So, yeah, we walked out, and I was just like, I can't believe I didn't order boba. And I was like, well, you know what? It wasn't happily ever after. That was the only date we went on. He probably thought I was a weirdo and decided, you know what? I'm not going to ask this girl out for a second date. So, party, yeah.
I mean, going on a boba date, I think that would have been a good date as, a first date.
It would have been good if you don't fuck up. If
you would have ordered the boba, it would have been great.
Yeah, if you just don't fuck it up.
Oh, and then, so speaking of first dates, she also wrote, what is the worst place to go on your first date? If you were to go on your first date, yeah.
If I were to go on a first date? Well, let's see. The worst place to go on a first date would have to be, you know what? Probably to go to a theme park.
A theme park?
A theme park, I think, would be a bad idea because a theme park is something you do, or theme park or we'll just go with the theme park. Theme park or fair. Basically, you have to be there for an extended period of time.
Oh, okay.
And if they're weird, you're stuck. And if they drove, you're stuck. You have the fair or you have the amusement park and you have the car ride home with this weirdo. And you can't, leave.
Unless you lose them.
Unless you disappear and call an Uber. But that's where I feel like a boba date is really good because it's, quick. It's maybe an hour.
Yeah, especially when you get a drink.
Yeah.
You get to drink it and enjoy it with whoever you're there with.
Thanks.
Well, to me, I feel like the worst place to go would be the movies.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've actually had a couple of movie dates. You just don't talk to them, though.
Because you're watching a movie for 2 hours. You're sitting in the dark watching a movie. You can't, say anything so tell me, how do you tell me about yourself? You you can't be like that in the movies. And then you're just, awkwardly, bumping arms. Sorry.
Do you want any popcorn? And then you have to whisper, or sometimes you can't hear them, because that happened to me. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? I said, do you want any popcorn? So,
do you want to share a Twizzler?
Yeah. Ew. A movie, amusement park, if it's anything for an extended period of time, it's a no-no.
Uh-huh. Where do you stop the time? How long?
Well, the thing is that, if you're doing, this is for me, if you're doing online dating and you're going to go meet them for the first time, it has to be, at least, maybe max an hour or two, but that's still, pushing it. Maybe, an hour and less.
I want to say,
an hour 30 to 30 minutes.
30 to an hour.
Yeah, that's, the most. It's just to have a small little chit-chat and just be thanks, it was nice to meet you.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day.
The boba
and then
great.
You're in the car and you're like, oh my god, he's the one, or oh my God, like, I hope he doesn't follow me home.
Unmatching as soon as you get home.
Exactly. Okay, so another question she has was, have you ever went on a date with a guy that forgot their wallet so you would pay?
No.
Lucky. That didn't happen to me. What happened is that the guy I went on a date with, his card got declined, and I had to pay for our drinks. And we went out to the night market. So basically, it's you're gonna spend money. This was our
But to the night market?
It was our second date. What?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Wow.
This was our second date. The first date went pretty good. Like, we watched the movie, which also you weren't supposed to do, but we did it anyways. But he was really nice. So, we went on a second date, and then we went to the night market, which is like, you're gonna spend money. It's basically just like where you go and eat food, and you go and you have drinks if you're over the age of 21. No illegal drinking, you guys.
Yes.
So, after that, we were eating, like, he bought me food, and, like, I bought myself a drink, which also was probably a no-no.
So he did buy you food?
He bought food, but I don't...
Well,
dude,
that's all he had then.
He only went in with $20.
Wow.
But I was like, how are you gonna, like, go and say, like, yeah, let's go to the night market?
I mean, but usually we take money to those places because...
You have to take money to those places.
Like cash, though, like cash.
He took a card. His card got declined. He didn't have cash either.
What an idiot.
Okay? So, I remember, like, it was at the bar, and he's just like, the bartender gives him back his card, and he's just
declined,
he's like, I'm sorry, but it was declined. And then he turns to me, and he's just like, I can Venmo you. And I was just like,
wow.
Yeah, he's just like, I can Venmo you. And I was just like, it's okay. I was just like, I just gave my card to the bartender, and I was like, I don't make $1 million, but if I can pay for drinks, like, come on, like, how do you not go?
You really didn't have $12 to spare?
Oh, it was drinks.
Yeah, how much was the drink?
It was 2 drinks.
Oh.
I got myself one, and I obviously paid for his.
Yep.
That was the worst.
No, well, it's never happened to me. I mean, the times that I went on a date, it was like I had already gotten something. So I don't.
No, smart.
Well, yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. They might not have a wallet, or they might not have money.
They might not have any money in the bank, The next one my mommy has is, there's a song by Katy Perry called The One That Got Away. Was there ever a time when you went on a date that went so good that the couple days later they never texted back?
Okay, well, you know
what? It was so good but they never texted back.
You know what? I had that happened. Going back to the boba date.
Oh.
He was the one that got away, so I fucked up. That's my bad though. But besides the not having boba, he was so nice, and we were talking, and I felt like we had a connection. But apparently he didn't think so, and he's just like, I'm not gonna text her.
Yeah.
And he deleted me. We were talking.
Oh, he unmatched you.
No, he didn't unmatch me. He didn't unmatch me on Tinder. But we were talking on Snapchat. We were messaging each other. Mm-hmm. And he deleted me off of Snapchat. So I took the hint that
he didn't want to be friends with you
wanted to go away. He wanted to get away.
Yeah, it did happen to me. I thought it was going well, too. That's why. And then he texted... Well, I texted him... because he was driving home, and, like, he said, oh, like, it was really fun. And I said, oh, yeah, because I was being really awkward. And I said, maybe next time I will be awkward. He said, oh, yeah, maybe next time we can go get something to eat or do something aside from, like, sitting down and having coffee.
At least you got, like,
yes, Amber,
next time.
But I got my hopes up because this fucker made it seem like there was going to be a second date, or there was I thought it went well after that. I thought, oh, well, I guess it wasn't that awkward. And I thought it went well, but I guess it didn't because he never replied after that. So,
party.
It happens.
Just don't take our advice. Just don't do what we do. And you'll thrive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't shake hands. And don't forget to order your boba.
Yeah. And just don't be awkward. You know what? Just don't even talk.
just look at them straight in the eye. Okay.
So, Leilani actually has a surprise question for us.
Party!
Yes! So,
Yay.
go.
Okay, so there's actually 2 questions. There's a follow-up question after this one. I know, unexpected surprise. Party! Okay, so the question I had was, there has been many cases where women deal with, I'm pretty sure you probably guys deal with it, I don't know, I don't want to assume, where the people you're talking to leave you unread.
Did you not sit through this? Did you not hear us?
Or, how you guys been stood up or haven't received any messages or deal with douchebag guys and fuck boys, because there's a bunch of them out there. How do you guys deal with these kind of situations? How do you guys feel confident after that? Because I know I don't know.
You mean like
a while ago it did for me. It did for me because I know it brought down like my self-esteem and everything. So I don't know if it does for you guys. I don't know if you're like 100% that bitch, but what do you guys do in these situations? How do you guys feel confident again?
You want to go first?
You know what? Because I've actually had a couple of these, like where they don't like message back, but at the same time, what I just do. So basically, are you asking like how do we have the confidence to go back in it?
Yeah.
Back in it?
Like back at it again on dating, either going on Tinder or like either online dating
or just
or going on in the real world dating people.
Okay. To me, basically, I just try, like, it does, like, hurt your self-esteem.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, fuck, like, what's wrong with me? Like, I thought it was, I thought I was pretty nice, and I thought we had a connection. Like, is there something wrong with me? But after that, I just kind of, like, reevaluate the whole situation. I just think, like, you know what? Like, maybe I thought we had a connection, but maybe he didn't. So maybe, like... I don't, like, you don't want to be with someone by force, you want to have, like, a real connection with someone.
There has to be chemistry, though.
Yeah, so if just because I felt it and he didn't, I shouldn't make myself feel bad. He just wasn't feeling my vibe,
Yeah, he wasn't your Nemo. He was like a Dory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or he was just like a fucking whale, and I'm over here just like a little fish, a little I'm just a little.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just a little tadpole, all right, in this little pond.
I think at the end we just have to view it as an experience and not something we have to take to heart, Because at the end, like, because you met him online, you're never going to see him again, after this. Yeah. It's not like we live in a small-ass world where we're going to, every day we go to work, oh, look, that guy. Yeah, he's the one who stood me up. It's like, we just got to keep moving forward, basically. I mean, I know you left Tinder, and I mean, I don't even use it, though.
Well, not anymore. I'm not on it anymore.
But I hope that doesn't, like, I mean, it didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't stop her. It hasn't stopped her.
I don't care.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
She's single, you guys.
So the question I guys have Amber, you did say that you're going off Tinder. You're going into the world of, like, personal, like, offline dating.
I'll keep you updated.
What about you, Mariela? Are you still going to continue on doing like, main dating apps, or
I mean, to be totally honest, like, you know how you're mentioning the tattoo artist, how he said, like, the old-fashioned way? I would love... to find someone that way. But I feel like that's also in me because I prefer meeting someone in person, to be honest. I think Tinder, like, because it's Tinder, it kind of has a reputation. So when you're on there, you're kind of already looking for something aside from friendship or a boyfriend. I mean, I'm sure some people have, found the one or whatever. I thought I found the one.
But you thought.
Exactly.
Like, no, I'm just kidding,
but I mean, if it's for you, then it's for you. I don't think, I'll go on there, just to, like, mess around. Not that way, but, just go through people's, see who I see. If you see anyone from high school, it's always funny, but that's like, I'm not.
Okay, well.
Wait, actually, I actually want to go back to your previous question.
Yes.
About, like, not letting it hurt your confidence.
Yes.
So what I wanted to say was just, like, so like I was saying, like, just because, like, that person wasn't, like, you weren't right for them, you have to also think, like, vice versa, like, there's people that you're gonna find and, like, you don't really, like, match. You guys aren't, like, really vibing together. So, you're gonna drop them. So you also have to think, like, you know what, like, it's gonna be the same. Like, there's gonna be people I don't like, and there's gonna be people that don't like me. But you shouldn't take it too much to heart. If you like the way you are, you need to find someone that's gonna like you for you.
True, sister. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Can I get an amen, RuPaul? No, just kidding.
Amen.
Yes. So is there any advice you guys want to give out to anybody that are going into Tinder, that is trying maybe online dating? What advice would you give yourself?
I think if it's your first time trying online dating, don't do Tinder. Because I don't think that's something... I think if you're, like, experienced, then go ahead and try Tinder.
You're a veteran, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think... If this is your first time trying online dating, do not do Tinder.
Okay.
Tinder is not for you. Try something else. Try it again.
Yeah, you know what? She's right. Because actually, Tinder was... I went in first with Tinder. It was a bad experience.
Yeah.
I actually had someone, like, talk shit to me and tell me, like, oh, like, you're ugly. Like, oh, you don't look pretty. Yeah. And I was just like, what? Yeah, but you know, I won't let someone like talk like that to me. Well, so I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. I didn't want to be with you anyways.
Yeah, because Tinder's also the first app that I downloaded.
Yeah.
Well, because of you.
Well, because I had been using it after. Like,
I know, but the thing is that like after that, I kind of felt uncomfortable with it because basically like some people just want sex basically, and it's just like. I have it on my bio. I said,
no sex.
I'm no pervert,
Yeah.
So I'm not. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for you to DM me and tell me.
I don't need your unsolicited dick pics.
Yeah,
on my Snapchat.
Please. Oh yeah, that one guy.
Yeah,
that was gross.
So, well, if the advice that I would give you is that like if you want to do online dating. Maybe Tinder is not the best one to start off with. Maybe even Bumble. Because what Bumble is that, like, they actually have different sections. So Bumble has a section where it's just for, meeting friends. Like, if you just want to meet friends, that's all it's for. It's specifically for friends.
Yeah.
Then there's the dating one, where it's just, like, you could find someone, and it's normally the girl... who has to message the guys. So you don't get, like, nasty messages from guys. Well, you probably will, but you have to take the initiative and talk first to the person you match with. So if you look at it and you're just like, no, like, you're double thinking, you're like, I don't want to talk to him. Then don't message him. So I would probably, like, recommend Bumble if you want to start off with online dating. Bumble. And then if you want to go to, like, harsher dating apps, then go to Tinder.
If you're into some hardcore
shit,
then yeah.
But I just think that some of the people on there are either like too pervy or like you kind of just won't find like the one on there. Oh, you might. You never know. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah.
But also, if you're gonna be meeting someone the old-fashioned way, like don't actually like just be friendly, like. Yeah. Just talk to people, whether you're having dinner, just like talk to the waiter and or like people around you, like just have fun, be yourself.
Be natural.
And then someone will go up to you, or don't be afraid to go up to someone and just be like, hey, like I love your outfit, you look so good, or like
those shoes, I have those shoes.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to take the initiative. There's nothing wrong with a girl. Going up to a guy or a girl going up to a girl. There's nothing wrong with...
This is 2019.
Yeah.
It's different now.
2020 is coming.
I know.
So, don't be afraid to just, like, believe in yourself and just go for it.
Mm-hmm. Be confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best.
Okay, well, that's actually going to be it for this episode. So, I hope you guys like it. If you guys actually have any other questions, don't be afraid to, like, comment down below.
Please, I'd love to know your Tinder stories, too.
Exactly. We always like chisme. Mm-hmm. So, that's going to be it. So, hit that notification bell if you want more, if you want to get alerts. And, please like this video.
Please.
Alright, so that's going to be it. Bye, you guys.
Bye.